Greetings, Engineer Kenu fan. As I proceed this interview, I want you to know that your participation will significantly help us develop and strengthen our study entitled Improvised Concrete and Coconut Shell as a Potential Substitution to Fine Aggregate. Hmm. We already sent to you the digital informed consent, which you already affix your signature and agreed to participate this said interview. Mm-mm. Furthermore, the researchers will adhere to the following ethical principles, that is respect for persons, beneficence, and justice. Your statement as our participants will be kept with utmost confidentiality. Also, if you find any confusion to our questions, I am happy to clarify it for you. Thus, shall I start now?
Yes, you can start.
Okay. For your question number one, what is the importance of concrete to the community?
Okay, so as we all know that concrete is the most used man-made material on Earth, and it is also an important construction material that uses or be used in structural applications. So through your study, I think it really provides durable material that can potentially be used for walling and paving bare roads.
Okay, thank you. Next, to the second question. What is your insights on plastic waste disposal here in the Philippines?
Okay, so we all know that there is a law behind it in disposal of plastic waste. But although there's a law detailing the disposal of plastic waste, the discipline of waste between people in here in the Philippines is poor, and that is it.
Okay. For third question, how will this study helps the environment?
Okay, so I think your study will help to lessen plastic waste and also in which will give positive impact to the environment.
So, if there is a positive effect, sir, is there any negative effects that attributes to the environment also?
Okay, so I'm sorry. So I forgot about the negative effects. So there really is negative effects if there is a positive effect. So since if you overuse the plastic materials as your road pavement, for example, it distributes as a microplastic to our environment and can potentially harm the general health of the civilization. That's it.
Mm, okay, sir. Well said. Next, in question number 4, in deserted countries where fine aggregate for concrete has less availability, will this study essential to them and why?
I Yes, for me as an engineer, this study will be essential to them, and it
Mm,
is essential to them because if they can generate the plastic and coconut shells, that's your raw materials, right? As their substitution to
yes.
fine aggregate in mixing concrete,
Mm,
so they can conveniently use it for any necessary constructional usage. That's it.
mm. Okay. Next question. What is the best method to be used in testing strength and durability of a concrete?
Okay, so one of the testings that can be used in knowing the strength and durability of a concrete is concrete has high, okay, so we all know that concrete has high compression strength. Thus, it should be
Yes.
tested according to its compression strength. So
Mm,
for example is that the test that is testing the tensile strength, or you can use a hydraulic press to measure how durable the improvised concrete is, whether it would be break or it will still be the same.
Okay. So for your sixth question, what is the appropriate curing process longevity rather for standard concrete? Is it also applicable to improvised concrete?
Okay, so that is a good question in comparing your product. So the standard curing is 28 days to achieve at least 90% compression strength. And since the
Mm,
material used in your study or in the study is not the same for the standard concrete, then this should be identified by the study.
okay, sir. Next, what is the appropriate mix ratio, that is the cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, and water of a concrete for greater strength?
Okay, so the concrete mixture used in different structure may vary from purpose of the structure. And one example is a class A mixture, which has a ratio of 1:2:4.
Okay, sir. Next question. If our null hypothesis, that is, there is no significant results on improvised concrete compared to standard concrete, is rejected, will this study be useful to the community? Why?
Okay, so the proponents should employ standard statistical method, such as finding the level of significance, of course, and of the p-value is less than the alpha or zero point 0.5. Then the study has significant difference. And since you mentioned rejected, this is presumed and on the standpoint of acceptability. A rejection or thus a significant result of the improvised concrete compared to the standard concrete, if it does be rejected, this means that your purpose of the study, which is to help the community and to its environment, is will be fulfilled. Yes.
Okay. Okay, sir. In ninth question, question number 9, in your viewpoint, will the combination of ground plastic and coconut shell become a good substitute to fine aggregate?
So I don't really know what would the outcome be, and as I have heard from the others that there are studies that use organic materials for concrete, and the old tradition of mixing straw from a mud result from a mud results to a high strength of bricks or block, and it may be feasible as long as the parameters are well observed in your study.
Okay, sir. Last but not the least question, question number 10. What is your overall advice, tips, comments, and critics regarding to this study?
Okay, so I really don't have any other advice or anything that I can comment, but the proponents should delineate the scope of your study and it must be objective in the conduct of the study. And that will be all, I guess. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so thank you very much, sir. Thank you for participating to our capstone project. We, Canon Ace E. Francesco, Andre Gwen P. Gagete, Aaron Jude Ferry R. Gilagon, Justin Harold M. Gomez, Renzo Luis D. Gomez, and Mark Justoni B. Good, currently a first-year Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering students of Central Mindanao University, would like to express to you our heartfelt gratitude for sharing with us your time and your perspective regarding to our study. God bless and stay safe to you, Engineer Tan. Yes.
So stay safe as well, and
So,
you are always welcome.
okay. Thank you very much. Hmm. Okay. I think that's the end of our conversation. Goodbye, sir.
Okay,
Once again,
goodbye.
thank you, Engineer Tan. Okay.
Okay, thank you.